Hi, LinkedIn. If you're watching this from a share or we're not already connected, one, why are we not connected? And two, I'm Carmen Collins. I'm the Senior Social Media Manager for Cisco's Talent Brand team. And I wanted to just chat with you in video a little bit about something that's been top of mind for me in the past week, just based on something that happened. And I'm going to tell you that story in a minute. But that topic is getting more women visibility on the social media speaking circuit. And the reason this came about is, interestingly enough, through LinkedIn, I made a great connection with the Online Geniuses folks. And if you haven't seen Online Geniuses, go to onlinegeniuses.com. They do Ask Me Anythings on Slack with people in the marketing field, and they've had some really big names participate with them in the past. I was thrilled that they had asked me to participate, and mine will come several months from now. But I was looking at the lineup, and I said, you guys got some fabulous women coming up in this lineup, and I'm so proud. And I even saw some of my friends' faces on there. I'm like, I'm so proud to see who you have coming up. But when I landed on your page, your header image was a collage of some of your past participants. And what I noticed is they're all men. And so after we had this conversation about would I participate and how, what topics would I talk about and that sort of thing, I asked the folks there, I said, can you just do me a favor? And they said, sure, anything. And I said, just with this header graphic that is a collage of faces, I realize why you have the faces up there you do. For example, Gary Vee was one of the faces, and of course he's a big draw in the social media space, and I can see why you'd want to highlight his mug up there, right? I see that. But they're all men. And look at this lineup you have. I said, can you do me a favor and just take one of your upcoming women participants and put their photo in your collage? Just give us some support and show off the world that it's not the same old boys club, right? There's some really good women speakers, and they were so receptive to it, which was awesome. They said, you know what? We've been thinking about this. This is something we want to do. And by you just making that suggestion, it's given us this idea. We're so grateful for it. And they changed the header. They used my face. I was like, that wasn't the point. I wanted you to use somebody who you already have on the lineup. But they're like, no, it was your idea. This is something you're passionate about. We think you represent the space in an awesome way. And I was glad to see that. So thank you to Online Geniuses for doing that. But, I still hear, I go to a lot of conferences, and I still hear when I reach out and ask to speak, I hear, oh, we don't want the same people to come every year. We don't want the same people represented every year. And yet when I go to the conference, it's the same people represented, and it's the same boys club represented. And I think we can do a much better job. I know there are some Google documents going around where women can be nominated to speak, and women can nominate themselves to speak, and that Google spreadsheet is being given to conference organizers and different speaking clubs where they book people to speak. But, and I'm so thrilled by that. And I've talked to some of my male friends in the social media space, and I know we have allies out there. I know we have Brian Fanzo and Nick Cicero and Jay Bear, some big names that are like, yes, we need more women represented on the speaking circuit. And so how do we do that? How do we make sure that happens? And what I learned this week was just by asking and having this conversation and presenting this as a topic. And it's not something that I would have fallen on my sword over. Which is like, can you do me a favor? Just take someone on your speaking lineup that is a woman and put her face in that collage. And they were so receptive to it. So maybe as women, we need to get better at asking to do these things. And I'm really thrilled. I'm going to be speaking at Digital Summit Tampa in a few weeks. And the keynote on the first day for Digital Summit Tampa is my friend Bev Jackson from MGM, and she's keynoting. And I'm thrilled to see it, but we need to see more of it. So how can we get more of this happening? And maybe it's that women, as people in this field, we need to get more comfortable with self-promotion and asking for these things. And men need to get more comfortable saying, we need to see more of this, but I just want to start a conversation or continue a conversation that I see happening in the space based on what happened this week. Leave some comments below. Let's figure out how we do this. I'm tired of hearing we don't want to repeat speakers, and we repeat speakers, and it's the same speakers, and it's the same boys club. And I'm not saying let's take anything away from them, because they are fantastic, and we want to hear from them too. I'm just saying, how can we get more women represented in that club of speakers that people want to hear from? Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Hope I can help with this conversation, and everybody have a great day.